What up, boys and girls, kids of all ages? We're gonna see if this Hush 1/3 scale from Prime 1 is the real shit. Alright? Let's put our money where our mouth is. Let's do this.
Alright, so I took the boxes out, and pretty massive. So the bottom box is actually the statue itself with the portraits and the cape, and this one on top is the base. So we're going to take a look at it together for the first time. So here we go. So I don't want you guys to miss anything. In one of the boxes you get this couple of pieces of little artwork, and here's your manual, and that's how it looks. That's what's supposed to be in the box. Mine was rattling actually. There's another one here, poison ivy, and of course you get the Prime 1 2019 calendar, and on each one there's a Hush Batman. A couple of months late, Witcher for February, and Lean Crow for February. Anyway, whatever. Get a nice calendar here. Oh, Lobo. That's a big one. Alright, so let's open this bad boy up. I've already unsealed it. And holy moly. The base is massive. Oh my god. It's crazy. Alright, so let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. One of the angels. It's has a little weight to it. There's a chip right there. So that's going back. Maybe yep, there it is. The chip is in here. Piece is in here. You can see it. Matter of fact, let me leave it to the side here. So that's chipped. That's one. And a wing. It has like this, looks like it's cracked, but it isn't. It's part of the sculpt. Nice feathers. Looks nice. Let's put that on the side. Let's go with another one. Another wing. I believe these are magnets here. We'll look at that in a second. We'll see how that gets put together. Oh, wow. This base is really massive. Another wing. There's 3 wings. And oh shit, that's why this weighs so much. So this is made out of metal, so I guess that's how it's going to spin your statue. And look at that, that's crazy. Vines all around it. Wow, this is serious, man. It's a lot of work. This is a lot of ingenuity went into this piece. Well, into this base. Alright, so let's get slotted in. There's a hole in the bottom that this little piece goes in, this neck. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, it is a little rough to spin. It's not really smooth. It's not, you know, it's not like machine-made gears, you know. So, wow. But it's solid. Holy cow. It's crazy. Wow. Amazing. Alright. So, on to the actual statue of the Hush Superman, and we'll be back. Alright, so let's check out the body. Note, on the base, you had another wing and another angel, so there's 2 angels and 4 wings. Also, I'm going to show you some scuff marks. Excuse me, I'll show you some scuff marks. As you rotate, it's not lubricated well. There's no lubrication. So on that piece that spins, so it's get a little paint rub on there. So it's not that good. Trust me, you'll see what I'm saying. Unless I haven't read the instructions. Sorry for all the crinkling. This paper that I have down on the floor. I'm doing some work here, so I don't want to damage my carpeting. Anyway, let's do the cape. Let's do the cape first. Cape. Wow. Serious. That just reminds me of a big S patch you can put on your jacket. It's embroidered, you know. Here's the inside sewn, and there's the patch. And of course you have the 2 little plastic clips at the end. I don't know if you can see them. I guess those get inserted. Cape is wired and bent, so you're gonna have to play with this to when you set him up. Let's go through the hands. I guess these are the, what is it? The ivy. Nice. I'm glad that it's not actually fixed on the neck. You could actually put this if you want. Let's look at the portraits here. 1 portrait at a time. No chips yet. Wow. Holy moly, it's gorgeous. Look at that. It's beautiful. I like the paint job. I like the separation in the hair, which is really nice. So it's all like, you know, it's sculpted, but it's definitely separated. Very, very nice. Okay, it's 1. Put him back like that. Let's see the other one. There he is, angry. The heat vision. Look at that. Very pretty. Hope you guys like that. Appreciate that. Check out the curl on the hair there. I don't know if you can see that separation there. I hope my camera's picking it up. Alright, that's the second. Let's see the 3rd head sculpt. Alright. There you go. 3rd head sculpt. So far. Looks like there's no chips, nowhere. No paint discoloration. Very neat. Of course, quickly looking through them. Now, and by the way, I must say Prime did a very nice job in packaging. As always, you know, I had the Optimus Prime, the first one, and it did an awesome job on that. I still love that piece. I'm never gonna leave it. Okay, very, very nice. The blue looks like the new Ferrari blue. Gorgeous. Wait a minute, I got one more thing here. What is this? Oh shit. Alright, dumb me. This goes on the base. So these are the ball bearings that makes it spin. Stupid me. Stupid me. Don't make that mistake. Fucking stupid me. Alright, so anyway, what are you gonna do? Pull that off. Put that there. And of course it spins. Wow. Already accusing Prime. Fucking idiot. What an idiot I am. But you live and learn. Boys and girls, remember, read the instructions first when you're doing videos. Don't anticipate. Alright, so anyway, Live and learn. I just learned a lesson. Good. Okay. Wow. Holy shit. It's like a baby that weighs 25 pounds. Gorgeous texturing. Oh my god. I can't wait to show you. This is amazing. No, seriously, it's it's crazy. The S is beautiful. Holy cow. Amazing. Alright. I'm gonna set this up with you guys. Holy smokes. Holy cow. I'm in love. Really, I am. Jesus. I screw that up. What's going on, collectors? Alright, so let's take a look at this ginormous base. It really is big. And the reason why it has to be big, this statue is 1/3 scale, and putting this in here has to set so it doesn't topple over. That's how big this piece is. So here is where this ball bearing is going to go. This is made out of metal, and pretty neat job they did on this. Nice engineering. So it goes right up on top of here, and then that's how you rotate the actual statue. Now mine, I think it's a little high over here, so even with the ball bearing, which in the beginning of the video, stupid me, I put it without this because I didn't know it was in the other box. That's what happens, kids. Read the instructions first. I just did a little scraping here, but it still does the scraping. So I'm assuming that when I put it on, there's a groove that this sets into, which is right there. And when that sets in there, the bottom of this here, the edge, touches this edge here. So anyway, to put it in, I'm actually putting mine in with the folded part on the downward position, and then I'm setting this in straight explanatory. It goes right down this hole, goes right in there, spin it around a little bit, folds right in. Now see this little tightness right here? It's not touching the edges at all. It's touching the bottom of the base where the spindle goes. So it's a little hard to turn. See how smooth it is right here? And then turning it, wow, it's a little harder right there. So it catches over here in the bottom. Okay. So anyway, looking at the column, he's on this beautiful column with the vines going around. I like the paint. The green, you know, poison ivy, the vines, looks cool. Alright, so there's the shield in the front, which is really nice. Got all the effects on it. I'll put the angels up on there in a second. They go on these pedestals here at the end of the base. There's 2 of them on either side. And hope you guys are getting that in high def. And the angels is self-explanatory. They fall into a key, which is right here on both sides. They have little slits to go in. The wings, same thing. Very easy. They're magnetic. Stick them in. It's self-explanatory. Left to left, right is right. And there's really no 1 and 2. You know, it's just they go right in there. Boom. And then the other one is the same. Okay. And held by magnets. I don't know, it's a little weak. They're not really strong. The wings are, but the angels aren't to the base, so I would be careful. Another thing to be careful too is that the head sculpt on your statues, the hair, hold on, let me just see something. Let me switch these around. The hair, the curls, very fragile. Take a look at yours. One of mine's is actually damaged, so I will be calling Sideshow and sending them an email for a replacement, I hope. As I put these guys in, the wings are almost touching the base, so you can get some paint scrape there. So just be careful. Yeah, this is actually so close. I mean, super close to the edge. Anyway, so this actually covers the base, which is enormous. This makes my base of my oh shoot, death dealer on the horse look small, and it's pretty big. Let's move on to the actual statue. Alright, so let's insert this bad boy. Very heavy, and I'm assuming that's it. It's in. It's beautiful blue. I love this blue. Can't tell you how magnificent this really looks. So turning it, it's a little tight there again. Have to be super careful. So, well, I'm not going to do it here, but I'll turn the whole base, have it on a pedestal. His physique is beautiful. The back is amazing. Just gorgeous. So let me give you a close-up of the texturing on this, and then we'll go through the cape motion and the head sculpt. Alright, so let's take a look at this magnificent physique. I think Prime 1 did an awesome job. If you look at the biceps, you can see the veins, the main veins on the bicep, the nice separation, forearms, the hands. I'm going to look at the nails. I haven't really looked at the nails, how nice they are. I'm going to see if the hands really sculpted well. And his left foot is actually above the pedestal, so it's actually floating, so it gives you a nice dimension of him. Actually, if you're looking up at him, if you had the statue higher, elevated, and you're looking up, he actually looks like it's he's levitating. So that's pretty awesome. Let's take a look at the back. So there's the back physique. His lat spreads are awesome. The nice details in the muscularity, the separation with the dark blue in there to give it that contrast, and the separation of the muscles is beautiful. The Christmas tree in the back, which is up above the belt, you see that there. It's there, and the gluteus maximus. And look at the hamstring separation, the quadriceps on the left, calves. The boots look sick. I love the boots. There's the bottom. There's the left foot that I was talking about that's actually elevated, and I hope that this will actually live the test of time. They have no leaning issues later on or anything like that. I hope it definitely does last for a long time. Well, the hands are just basic, generic. It's not really sculpted to the max. It could have been a little bit more details on the nails, as you can see there. They're not really, nothing spectacular with the fist balled up there. It's just not like, oh, sorry. Let me go back to this other hand. It's just not really the best in that hand sculpt, so maybe they dropped the ball on that a little bit. Sorry for the shaking there. So as you can see in the S is there. It's embossed, or maybe I'm using that term wrong. It's raised off the uniform, and looks pretty sick. The size. Here's the hand. Yeah. Awesome. Let's look at that shield a little closer. Let me turn it around for you a little bit so you guys can take a look at it. Came out beautiful. Now I know you Superman fans, sometimes this is a little long there. Nah, I'm just nitpicking. Breaking balls. And the top of the S here could have been, the arch could have been a little bit, it's a little elongated comparing to my other S's that I see. This is just a little stretched out, but I guess that's the way, you know, it's the way the artist saw it. The Hush Superman looks awesome. This blue is fantastic. So there's a close-up of the belt and the shorts. And in the belt, all around, I have a little red on there. I don't know if that's part of it, of the paint job. I'm assuming that it is, but I see a little red in that belt. The paint job is quite nice. I think it's all lined up very nicely, as you can see. I don't want to stay too long on this video, but there may be a little tint of yellow right over here. I don't know if that's my eye from here or how is that going to look on 4K, but right there, like a little blemish there. Not straight, but man, this is really insane. Love it. All right, let's go to the cape. All right, so I know a lot of collectors, some don't like the fabric, and I'll give you a hint. Because I used to collect, and I still do collect 1/6 scale, and I did a lot of figures with capes, especially Superman. And especially with the wiring in the cape. A simple hint here is because it has a plastic tab right here, and it slides into a little key slot. The actual wiring is right next to it. So what you want to do is when you start inserting it, right, insert everything in there, in that hole, push as hard as you can, then take the wiring and play with it around the contour of the statue, right? So that way it gets snugged. It becomes like part of it, like if it was a molded or a polystone cape, right? And then you do the same for the other side, and then that's how it stays. So as long as you form that nice contour to the back, you follow me? So the cape, the wiring looks like that, the contour. If it slips right in, it'll help you hold the cape in place, right? So then that way you can bring the head and put it in. So that's just a little piece of a little hint how you do that, and it'll help out. Also, I encourage you to take your back, the bottom of your cape, instead of making it how you want it, down at the bottom, close, open and close, open and close, open and close like this. I'll show you right now what I'm talking about. And it keeps the cape tighter, right? It'll keep the cape tighter instead of wild and wide, and so that's what you do. So that way you keep your cape nice and tight, close to the figure, while you are trying to actually place the cape on the statue. That's just a little hint, just make sure that you fold that wiring right around the back or the shoulder. So once you got that contour in there, then it's just hanging over the shoulder, then you just insert the tabs. So let's go on with that head. So it wasn't as bad as I thought. You insert the head first, and then you just slip in the cape with the tab. Right in, there's a little slit here on both sides, and with that plastic tab, you just push it in. It'll find itself, and then you can do what I said just previous in the video. Just bring it around. Let me turn them. Let me turn this bad boy around 1 second. Can't do it from the back. And it just gets inserted in there, and you should have no problem. And then you just find the wiring and just put it around the shoulders, and then you work your way around, and then you just set up your cape how you want it, how extravagant and crazy you want. One of the good things about Prime, what they did with this cape, was that you see it slips out a little bit. That I'll show you really quick. So this video is going like super long. That they split the suit here in the cape in the back, and they sewed it so that way when you put this in, it doesn't show the back the blue, his suit. You know, the cape is actually covering and hugging the back, the neck area. So that's cool. I like that. I mean, even though you see the seam, but no biggie. But I understand why they did it now, because that way it keeps everything nice and covered. So that's a plus on Prime for thinking about that. That's a good idea. I like that idea. Yeah, they did very well with that idea. Overall, tremendous Superman piece. If you don't even own a Superman piece, I mean, this 1/3 scale is massive. I mean, you got to have a lot of room for a piece like this. I bought it because I'm a diehard Superman fan, so I might as well just keep collecting Superman and just have nice pieces in the house that I like, which I love Superman, and this is one of those pieces that I think is definitely going to look awesome in my my small collection. This one is just fantastic. I'll tell you one thing: it's the base is just super big. I'm just pretty shocked at it. How big this is, and thank you for staying with me and checking out this cool video of my favorite superhero. Minus the little problems that I got with this today, it's not bad at all. I mean, one head sculpt actually has to be returned, but other than that, the curls, be very careful with the curls. They're very, very delicate, and they are sculpted. Overall, it's an impressive looking piece. And put one more head sculpt on it, the Heat Vision, and then I'm done. Alright, here's the Heat Vision portrait, and I added the poison ivy around the neck. It's actually two pieces, and they get inserted in the back, and they go around the neck, and there's enough space there that it won't actually, cause any kind of paint rub on the neck at all. Also, one thing I forgot to tell you is that the actual manual of this Superman is for the cape sculpted version, not the fabric. So just to let you guys know that don't be alarmed when you get yours. It's very easy to put together, not hard at all. Don't be stupid like me and forget the ball bearings that were supposed to be inserted before you put your pedestal on the base. Other than that, it's a fantastic statue. I can't tell you enough how awesome it is, even though I may be biased because I'm a Superman fan. But it is fantastic. It's gorgeous, vibrant, blues and the reds and just the actual actual fabric of the cape, and it's just awesome. It's awesome looking, and from Prime 1. Now this is definitely, it's not going to no Besta. This is actually going to have to go on top of a table or something because it's just ginormous. The base is just overwhelming. I can't tell you how big this thing is. It's really, I mean, my coffee table is massive. Underneath this coffee table, I have the actual 89 Batmobile Hot Toys and the Back to the Future piece underneath, and this thing is just enormous. I mean, it's just almost as big, as tall as my half-scale Man of Steel. And but anyway, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm actually super excited about it. Just want to tell you guys that thank you for watching the video. Thank you for your support, and all you Superman fans, let's stay together and keep doing your thing. And whoever's getting this piece again, man, congrats. And if you're thinking about it, shit, jump on it. You'll definitely not regret it. This will be a showstopper in your collection. All right, with that said, I know you don't like me, but you like my style. Peace.